I do not find Marth convincing. I think this hero is very strange with its timings. Although...
Nova, a little self-dispel. He's got Blood Grenade. I don't know if they catch him here. There's another Sticky Bomb. Axe to stacks. Yeah, they got him dead to rights. Blood Grenade just in case. Axe is in 3 seconds, but it's Shanks to draw first.
Yeah, you actually dead last time because of that.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how they're going to look to make that work. Because I'm thinking, right, if you want to go for physical damage, and maybe somewhat tempting for me this game if I were a Monkey King would be to try and burst this kind of a hero with like a stun from the trees into a Ravage, into jumping in with Deso, perhaps. Oh. You can see the damage now. Wow. On Shanks, that's a support Clinks for sure, but down he goes as Execration are going to also lose Zephyr, sorry, make that Carlo up top, looks like to the arrow of Zephyr.
They're finding everything they want now, and the levels are up. We've got the output coming out here.
Tino's going to give another... Is Tino dead? Dare I say the word? No, he's okay. He's got boots. Early level advantage for him.
Yeah, does get a run off.
Harass for free at 7 seconds.
You don't mind too much. You've always got the X reset if you want to go for it for EPULZE. So nothing too worrisome coming out from the mid. A very even start overall, though.
Time for Clinks. This time, I believe they got the damage fairly easily enough as well. Clinks, ranged hero, very little HP, 676 max HP right now. Pitiful 23 strength.
And you can kind of slow stack. You can try to burst down softer heroes, but down mid. Nice back.
Yeah, arrow into X. They need a bit more damage, and they have it, actually. Nicely done. X-Nova TPing in just to make sure they could actually nuke down the Pang, something like that. But no, it's still as long as it's ever been. Arrow that time is going to miss, though. Bob's A-okay. I think otherwise he actually would have died. It's okay mid. It's a little bit close for death as Shanks is going to have to take another death. That's his third already. Natsumi off to a phenomenal start then. I mean, Boom, so far on all 3 lanes, correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan, going swimmingly for them.
Yeah, they found everything they want. They're still applying harassment onto Bravo. Blast off.
Oh, that's not bad. That'll condemn Yopaj, in fact. That's something, finally, to equalize a bit of the pressure that they were otherwise seeing in the lane.
Forcing Tino.
And Rune spawn bottom. Now Tino's even getting run out of this lane, and there's X-Nova coming to connect. So Tino, I mean, he's going to look to waste as much time as he can. With the boar poison out now, you can really look to force that. X-Nova deals with the boar, is going to allow Natsumi to jump and collect the kill. So, you know, patience is a virtue, and this one pays with 282 gold start. But at the very least, given how hard this bottom lane has been, he's allowed to soak a little bit of experience. Of course, at the risk of dying, he is blown up. Over action in the mid lane, where Zephyr has already thrown the arrow, and they lack the burst, although nearly picking it up there on the Tidebringer. Barely lacking the burst to be able to pick up the kill.
Yeah, would have been backed it up against a side hunter.
Hasn't really hampered his net worth that much, though. Okay, a little roar down bottom. He's going to get off the ultimate here. Shanks is not going to be able to fight through this.
Yeah, he has a lot of armor. You can't melt him through with the Clinks.
No, he doesn't. Bob even is, nearly going to die. Does not force him out of the ultimate. Bob! Oh my goodness, he goes down. Natsumi cannot be killed fast enough. Like you said, just too much armor. As they do catch Carlo as well in the mid lane. That was a boat combo used to kill the techies, and Wukong's command to trade for Bob. I think that's a trade well worth it, especially because Bob has no TP, right, on cooldown, so he's going to have to run back to a lane.
Yeah, you get room to get that push going here for Boom. Execration, I get why they fully invest there. They just want to pin down this Monkey King with a massive streak. It does pay off. It's a big kill.
It feels so punishing, John, whenever you're a mid laner and you're a little bit behind. You know, like a play mid didn't really seem very possible for Bob.
They've already committed the roar. They know they've got a big kill streak on Natsumi. I think they were banking on knocking him out there. Yeah,
well, they should be able to knock out X-Nova. Yeah, that dead shot really ringing his ears. Plenty of damage there, but a nice job on the Fate's Edict. He did manage to avoid a lot of the damage there. I believe it's, Pierce the Veil not used, but lots of magic damage on this hero, so that could potentially be a very powerful tool this game for Boom. Yeah, that's Yopaj. I don't know if they quite saw him. Arrow does actually just barely catch Bob. Does have himself no Rolling Thunder, though, for 2 more seconds. The Boom getting out of here with good timing as they barely managed to keep Zephyr alive. FPZ holding onto the Ravage. I don't believe we've seen one yet.
Shanks wants a snipe. Not going to be able to find it. Yeah, we haven't seen the big Ravage come out just yet. That team fight wombo combo not quite kicking into gear. for the side of Boom. All right, I'm upset. Natsumi is going back for the Battle Fury. I mean, the timing's still all right.
Yeah.
All things considered, it's still...
Well, we'll see how it continues to play out, as that is a Torrent that does not catch Bob. He picks up the DD rune. Will he play with this for his life? Because he didn't get that much damage block here, and the boat, yeah, it's going to kill all him. And he goes.
Always be my charge.
At least the DD still bottled up, so he's going to have a little bit of a play down the line.
Yeah.
Not worth your life, but...
Sorry, I was not laughing at Bob there. I'm laughing because Tanner was trying to meteor hammer the tower, only to be interrupted by a little dead shot there.
Yeah, that's always annoying. You can kind of play it safely pretty far away. Excuse me on that one.
You're all good. Is this going to be a kill? They need a little bit more damage, and from range they have it. Okay. Well, having a much more difficult game, you're not going to get away with as good as a Techies game as you got away with last time, that's for sure. And that is an early halberd as well. Will allow them to fight very well into the Muerta. Question is, how well can they fight now into Bob, as Xnova is forced to ulti himself. I believe with the heals he has now, he'll be okay. He'll come out basically full HP. X into Arrow, into as well the Fortune's End. Torrent as well, leaves him below half HP, but Bob still has a little bit of damage that he can deal in. Carlos now respawns. So we have the opportunity for a blast off, but in comes FBZ now, eager to show up to the fights. No way. Is this the combo now? They catch him. He does cross off buckle out in time. Zephyr stunned up, however, in the same stroke by the blast off as Carlos sacrifices himself so that Bob may live another day.
Yeah, Bob does get away, but you can see all that aggression coming out from Boom.
Assuming. Thinking about a move bottom? Is he really? He's going to have to get the ultimate. Okay, and the X mark is here. The roar likely not going to save the Beastmaster. In comes Paulos, though. There's the calling. Plenty of match damage, and they have the kill. Couple Maelstrom procs through Pierce the Veil. Down he goes, and Yopaj, you guys be careful here as well. No mana cost to cast the Heaven's Halberd. He's trying to run up to high ground. I'm not sure how Fear sent him that way, but he went that way, and that'll kill him.
And big kill. It's defined from Execration, showing off the power of that Muerta with that Maelstrom and Dragon Lance, right? We talk about the Muerta peaking early. And this is the point where her damage output with level 2 Pierce the Veil is high. Her Jory. What do you do with him?
What do you do with this? Oh, they've stunned him up as well. Nice stun. Does catch 2. Prevents Carlo from getting the mines out, but they just have to commit one more ultimate. I believe Bob actually jumped to the monkey there.
Yeah.
Didn't hit him with the Rolling Thunder, but it didn't matter because Boom were smoked up on the other side of the map, looking to do the same to a Muerta. All right, Carlo gets down the wards nice and early. They do dust up Shanks, but the Blink Dagger in and from FBZ is going to stop this rush attempt in its tracks. It's a lot of magic damage onto FBZ. Saved a bit there by Xnova as Bob. They're going to only done it for 15 seconds. There's the call-in. Nice silence there onto Yopaj as Pierce the Veil. Still holding on to that one now. Right now, it's just a bunch of chip and harass. Natsumi holding on to his Wukong's command as well. Knows that they're under vision from a Hawk, but they don't want to let Execration take this Roche for free. It's a bit hard as well for Execration. As soon as you use that Pierce the Veil, Boom Esports, they're going to want to go right on in and try and punish the lack of that spell. Short duration on that, long downtime, pardon me. So just kind of FBZ chilling in the area, threatening for a Ravage, you know. Gonna make this difficult enough.
Oh no. This is awkward. We can pretend we didn't see that. You know, we can pretend that we just listened to some of the calling and their greatest hits wherever you will go.
That's right. That's what we heard. Wherever you will go.
It's so funny because I feel like that song wasn't that big in America.
I'm the wrong person to.
He was big in
Carlo. I mean, no minefield sign at least for yet, but he's really starting to get comfortable up here. He's going to be scouted now. Lots of heroes making the jump. That's a nice calling onto 2. An even better stun, however, and a disarm is going to force Paulos out of this fight. Has BKB, has Aegis, and has Pierce the Veil still. This is just regular damage now. Good damage as well onto Orville. It's Xnova forced out of this fight. Ravage does manage to catch 3 heroes, and that's now going to be Tino dead. Xnova still underneath the ward, can find no comfort, but can find a disarm at the very least onto the Muerta. She's still holding on to the BKB, holding on to the Pierce the Veil. Now we'll finally let loose. BKB ready to go, but the disarm found her. She did not use the BKB on the first life. Might not matter too much as Natsumi is going to be chewed through very quickly there. Bob with the tips onto Paulos as now FBZ full tips onto Paulos as well, as he's going to be able to avoid the arrow, sidesteps past that one. FBZ, no Ravage to his name, is going to be left just to meteor hammer the wave. 2 for 2, is it?
Yeah, 3 for 2 in the end. They did manage to clear out Carlo earlier on.
Good point.
And does respawn quickly. A nice win for Boom. A bit of a big loss for Execration, losing your 2 cores. Granted, you did find the Monkey King.
Oh, hold on. I don't think Palos can get a kill here. Maybe if he's... Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I underestimate the amount of damage this hero has. Against a Tide Hunter, yeah, it is a bit difficult. It's a bit deep now. I'm not sure, what were those tips? Were those tips onto Palos? Just... Well, hold on. We'll have to think about that. Oh my god, Meteor Hammer into Bow. What a combo. Shanks as well on the stun. Did not catch Yopos, but did catch Zephyr at least. Another disarm here onto Palos. Relevant as he does have Pierce. He's activated. He's going back on in, and the damage on X-Nova, it's immense, but not nearly enough, especially as he's stunned up by Natsumi. Okay, so he's back out of the fight. Pierce the Veil, disactive, inactive, and he cops an arrow.
No follow-up.
No follow-up.
Unfortunate, would have been big.
For now, has the cover of Moonlight Shadow, sees a couple enemies, wants to go in. They think they can burst Tino, but he did get off that Crimson Guard before he went down into the bow. Now Meteor Hammer on top. It still manages to get out the roar. Not a ton of follow-up, but there they go. Shanks from the side. It's a little scary, but not nearly enough. FPZ holding on to the Ravage. Still holding, as is Palos here on Pierce the Veil and the BKB. A Rolling Thunder as well is still available for the Pangolier on top of his brand new Ag Scepter. That's some damage though. Guardian Greaves does actually keep on the Ravage, does catch onto 2 heroes, and Natsumi immediately onto Shanks, able to blow him up. The Rolling Thunder though, still pretty decent. BKB available for Palos and a Pierce the Veil sent up, and now in comes the BKB, the damage onto FPZ. Oh yeah, there you go. 2 heroes dead, just like that. Gem of True Sight on the deck. And that is going to be, I think, a team fight. That X-Nova, they're going to know he's here. Ward's on the low ground here for Execration as they manage to find their way into the pit. Shanks catches an arrow here. They need a bit more damage and finally have it courtesy of X-Nova. Purifying Flames. Bob rolling around on the edge of the fight as Zephyr tries to jump off the map. They do control FBZ, but he still is holding on to the ultimate. And X-Nova still is holding on to the false promise as well. So we still have a Ravage in this fight. Palos, he might be in some trouble. Pops the BKB, pops Pierce the Veil, but he's running. There's a little bit of damage now back onto Natsumi. The fear as well, extending the effective lifetime, but X-Nova is here to save the day. Natsumi now with a bit more life too. Another 250 gold on over to the coffers of Boom Esports as they fight their way back towards their own high ground, back into a literal minefield, however, is something that they are going to reconsider, especially as they see Roshan rejoin the pits.
They only find the support Clinks were off at expenditure. At the very least, they still have Ravage, but they don't have the mana to sustain this fight.
They don't. I gotta get out.
This is Roshan that could go to way of Execration.
Zephyr, world's longest TP, but they're not gonna actually see him. He gets out in time, even as Carlo does dive in after him. But I think they just have to give it up.
They're going to try to re-engage, though.
No, surely they don't make it in time, right?
It falls way too fast. Not going to be able to contest. Secondary life coming out here for the side of Execration once more. Cheese onto Bob. Everything you could ask for now lining up for Execration. A 5k lead, 21%
chance. I mean, those are good odds.
Those are very good odds.
We'll see. FBZ did not get caught there by the dead shot. Natsumi initiating this fight, looking to blow her up. Nice stun from long range, reducing the armor as well with the gush, and they have the kill. That's Aegis neutralized. Natsumi setting up the Wukong's command, cannot nuke through Bob in that same amount of time as they've equipped FBZ. He's bumped up to the high ground. Blink Dagger being kept. That's pretty good. Muted. This is very troublesome now. Natsumi is dead. Killed by the roar as FBZ dies on the high ground, 5 feet above ground. X-Nova forced to ulti himself, trying to TP away as the fear catches Zephyr. I honestly don't know if X-Nova lives here in the fountain. He took a ton of damage. Oh, barely lives through there as Zephyr, they throw the tar bomb after him, and he's dead. Footsteps outside of his tier 4. Bob gets the cheese on. That's pretty clutch there. What in the world happened in that fight? Boom, they did not respect the strength of that Morto.
No, they did not. They took the first life. They couldn't get the Ravage off. FBZ is stuck in a very awkward position. He doesn't see the opportunity to Ravage, gets punished. The Wukong's just doesn't feel impactful enough. It feels like level 25 is when you really get that AoE control coming out from the Monkey King, and all of a sudden, Execration are just going to be 2 racks up. They push way too fast. The fact that Plinks and his skeletons attack faster in buildings when they're covered in tar does not make sense to me. But I guess it's tar in buildings, and that, okay, maybe now it makes sense.
Yeah. Yes, I guess so.
Look at that. Look at that push.
And strafe as well. I mean, this is fast. Now, there is a Blink Ravager available. Bob as well. Rolling Thunder ready to go. They've neutralized on Aegis.
It's just mega.
That's just mega. It's just that easy. And good luck chasing. Carlos once again set up for another highlight reel clip here. Bob in trouble. He actually hit and killed by the Meteor Hammer. Nice disarm before the BKB is activated there on Paulo. Just kind of waste the Pierce the Veil. So it seems like Execration fairly happy with what they got so far. If even happy, this burst not to be with the Ravage in time. Once again, Paulo's not activating the BKB. Finally gets it off, but he's disarmed. So he's running for this duration. If they counter-initiate on Natsumi, there's Exnova with the false promise from the side, and they will at least be able to condemn Carlo to death. Everyone else, though, well, basically just two others still on the run. Palos is caught here, Arrow. Not sure if they gave him the vision. 4 staff on out, and I think he's just clear home. I mean, and this is Megas. Not the first time.
Still this massive team fight, if they can get it off.
Palos, why this camp? Why is it always this camp? I mean, he's dead.
All right. Oh, 90 seconds, no buyback.
Why is it always that camp? I just... Oh, they're going to fight on this. In goes Bob. Now EPULZE, of course, using that Kraken Shell, finds himself dispelled. Has Exnova waiting in the wings and a monkey in the tree. Back home, fending off against the Megas is going to be a Yopaj. He's dealing with the Megas just fine.
This would not die.
Well, who ended up taking it here?
That's a good question.
I think we have Drums of Slom.
Okay.
Yopaj going in. Well, actually, it's Bob going in, but didn't really find a role he was looking for. Nice stun at the very least, but they're just going to clear these waves. These tier 4 towers are still mostly immaculate now. Nice bounce shot off there. Oh, Kuka's water park. Pulling back Bob potentially into his death. Oh, hit the Ravage. Down he goes. Has buyback. Will committed instantly, but he's going to TP back all the way from that top outpost. So it's still a 5v4 for some time. Paulos, that's just his normal attack speed. That's not even Pierce the Veil. Takes down a tier 4 tower. EPULZE dreaming that he's going to land a Meteor Hammer 42 minutes into the game. There's going to be a Torrent now onto Paulos. They're closing the gap, trying to burst him from range. Out comes the Marksman. He is disarmed though. Oh, the Torrent Storm doing some good work. That's the first life now from the Huerta. But the Ancient is exposed. So Boom Esports once again trying to defend for their lives. Pierce the Veil utilized. However, he did not BKB. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage is immense. And they find it back now on the Natsumi, but he's going to go back on in. They finally activate the BKB. The problem is it doesn't have Pierce the Veil. The damage isn't good enough. The life steal is immense. Ancient has been fortified, but it's going down here slowly but surely. The tech team mines as well. Off like fireworks, like cannons. As 2 go down now from Boom. There's no buyback from Bob. There's GG. And that's it. Oh my goodness. Execration. They have to fight long and hard. I mean, they really had to fight for this one, but they've earned it.
Yeah, they've earned it.